Good morning, everyone. My name is Josephine Scott. Otherwise, I'm called Auntie Marie by my students and my parents. This channel is about basic schools from in the past, basic school teachers from the past, basic school teachers now that are still in the system. Um, we want to upload some videos about some basic school teachers who are still alive and they are no more in the system. Some of them are very old. They are not mobile anymore. They are at home. And these teachers have given years of service to the system. And some of them are still alive. We want to talk to them. We want to upload some videos of them. Also, we want to hear from the teachers who are still in the system, how many years they have been in the system for, and some educators that have passed on, some educators that have died. We would like to talk to family members. I am also an educator. I have been in the system for 7 years at one school. I was teaching at a school before I started my own business. I did 7 years at Ruby Madden Basic in Spring Village. That's where it all started. That's where the journey all started. I did 2 years at Ruby Madden Basic School, and then while doing the 2 years, at the end of the 2 years at Ruby Madden Basic School, I just got up and leave the job. I was very young. I was about in my 20s, early 20s, and I leave the job. And then I was searching for my purpose, my calling, and I found out that teaching is my calling, especially teaching the young ones. And so I went back to Ruby Madden after a few years and I asked for my job and I got back the job again and I did 5 more years under the stewardship of Miss Givens, Lilith Givens, Auntie Doreen. I She was the principal at the time and I did 2 years, went back for the job after a couple of years and I got back the job. Even though she was a little reluctant, she was saying, Auntie Marie, you're not serious, you was here, you got up, you just leave, you walk off the job and you said nothing to no one and now you're back for the job. And she said, I don't know if I should take you back. But I explained to her that I was young then and you can give me another chance. I'm much older, much more mature, and she did take me back and give me the job. Um, Miss Givens is still alive. Miss Lily Givens is still alive. I will try to go by the Ruby Madden Basic School, speak to the present principal, the person who is now the principal, and also I will try to see if Miss Givens is in good health, and so I would speak to her about how she got started with the Ruby Madden Basic School, and I will also speak to the principal that is there right now. But my journey began at Ruby Madden 2 years, and then went back and did 5 years. That's 7 years, and now I'm the principal of my own institution, Erin Lane Basic School, Church Pen, Old Harbor, and I'm the principal, but I also teach a class. Alright, so I've been doing both roles, but I'm the principal of the basic school, Erin Lane Basic School, and that business I've been running now for 9 years. September coming will be 9 years. Alright, I've been running that school. Um, our early childhood teachers, we get no respect. We are in the system for so many years. We are the foundation, but I realize we get no respect. Um, there is no one lobbying. for the sector, early childhood sector. Yes, we have early childhood commission, but we need advocates. We need people to speak out for the basic schools. There are a lot of struggling basic schools out there. They need help. Some of them, the condition of the school, and then we have the 12 standards of the early childhood commission to maintain. And yet, not all schools are government owned underneath the early childhood commission. Some schools are private, public basic schools. Yes, they are registered with the early childhood commission, but they are not government owned. They are not government owned. That means they get no subsidy, they get no help from the government, and so they are on their own, but yet they are still expected to follow the 12 standards of the early childhood commission. They are expected to meet the 12 standards that the early childhood commission have. So when inspectors come and they inspect the schools, a lot of the schools can't meet the 12 standards because a lot of them not getting any funding, and a lot of them need help to bring the school up to standard. And if they are not government owned, it makes it even harder. Like my school is not a government owned school, and so anything I want, I have to buy. I get help with nothing from the government. So those schools are the public private schools. Alright? They are in the community, they are part of the community. They are public schools, but they are privately owned. Alright? So a lot of time people get these basic schools mixed up, and they feel like every basic school is getting help from the government. That is not so. So what I'm seeking to do with this channel is to help the basic schools who are struggling. People might see the videos and I will go around, speak to principals, video some of the schools that are struggling, and people might see who can help, will help the schools to meet the 12 standards. That's what I'm trying to do. So principals out there for early childhood schools who are struggling, if you see this channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe. If you see this channel, please subscribe to it, and let us know your story. Let us know about the struggles that you're facing, and we will plead to people for help. Also, I need to speak to teachers in the system, early childhood teachers who are no longer in the system. They are redundant and they are at home. Some of them ill, some of them still alive, some are not around. I need to speak to people like these. I need to get some videos. So persons who are seeing this channel, please, if you have any videos, if you can speak to me, let me know, contact me so that I can sit with you and talk with you. Or you can send me a video telling me about yourself, about your institution, when you started, how you started. The first video that will be uploaded is about my school. I will be doing a video about my school. My school was started in 2013, and when I started my school, I started it on my veranda, because when I leave Ruby Madden, I did not have anywhere, any building. I did not have any building to start a school, but I was coming home and I did not want to just sit down, and I used my veranda in 2013 to start the school. And people used to call it veranda school, some call it yard school. Alright, and when I started out that September, I started out with 3 children. Alright, 3 children on my veranda, and people would laugh, they would pass and laugh, and they give it the name veranda school, some call it yard school. Alright, so the first video we will upload is of the veranda school, where it is coming from, where it has reached, where it is now, the struggles I'm facing. I will do a video of my school first, and then I will seek to go out into the community and get a video of other schools. Alright, thank you everyone. I'll be in touch.